Good morning. Again, it is time for our daily Lenten devotion, and I'm going to continue in the section of the Bible we call the Sermon on the Mount, which is the 5th, 6th, and 7th chapter of Gospel of St. Matthew, and I'm going to begin at the 22nd verse of the 6th chapter. The eye is the lamp of the body. So if your eye is healthy, your whole body will be full of light. But if your eye is unhealthy, your whole body will be full of darkness. If then the light in you is darkness, how great is the darkness? May the Lord add a blessing to the reading of the Word. I think this is actually a very simplistic approach. It's just simply telling us that the things that we want to focus our attention on, the things that we keep our eyes drawn to, those things determine whether we become filled with light, which is good, or filled with darkness, which draws us away from God. Because it's light in the Scripture is always that which is pure, and the darkness is always that which is the opposite. And so the Scripture is simply saying, will you look at yourself and decide what it is that you're doing? Will you evaluate where all your time and attention is going? And when we do that, it becomes apparent to us that either the things that we are focused on, the things that we see are desirable to us, these things are either bringing us closer to God and closer to one another, or these things are either carrying us further away from God and further away from one another. The Scripture is simply saying, hey, take a look at it. Are you bringing in light and darkness? Or what? Are you bringing in light or are you bringing in darkness? I think Paul said this really well when he finished up his letter to the Philippian church. In Philippians, he writes at the end of his letter, "Finally, beloved, whatever is true, whatever is honorable, whatever is just, whatever is pure, whatever is pleasing, whatever is commendable, if there is any excellence and if there is but anything worthy of praise, think about these things." Those are the things that are just, the things that are worthy of praise, the things that are pure. This is what brings in the light. This is what brings us closer to God. This is what brings us closer to one another. This is what nurtures us, body, mind, and spirit. And that's what I think we need to be thinking about as we continue our walk through the Lenten season. May God bless us. Amen.